What's going on? Welcome to Teasing NFL. Andrew Chang on my right here, and I'm Daniel Saludo, taking you through week 2 of the 2020 NFL season. We are in the midst of the early afternoon games, and we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. Buffalo is the favorite here at -5.5, and your total is 41. So Buffalo gets teased down over the 0 to actually +0.5. And Miami gets teased up to +11.5. The over gets teased down to 35, and I'll get to that in a minute. And the under gets teased up to 47.5. So that's a little bit of indigestion to hear 35 as an over. But would you like to start?
That's true.
In the analysis of this.
So I like Buffalo, but I don't think the value is there to just have them win.
Why?
I just feel that Miami has a chance. Rather a slim chance.
Every team has a slim chance to win a game.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if you're giving Miami 11.5
points,
right?
Uh-huh.
I kind of like that. How much did
Why?
they lose? Okay, how much did they lose by?
They lost by 10 to New England.
Okay, and that line was plus 12. So they would have covered.
Yeah, 12.5.
Okay, so I feel like Miami is good enough to cover this teaser spread. Definitely not good enough to cover the spread
On their
without
own?
the teaser.
Yeah.
For sure. But does that mean value? No. But I just feel that the Buffalo Bills, they're not that impressive to me. I don't know what it is, but
Because they beat the Jets in week 1, and the Jets aren't anybody.
no, for sure. And I think not even the score wasn't even that high. Was it like 27-17 or
It was low. It was
Yeah.
pretty low.
It was low. So and if it's anything that Miami has shown us is that anything can happen in Miami.
It's true, but
First of all,
boy, Fitzmagic was god awful.
yeah,
It was terrible.
That's exactly what I said last week. I definitely got this guy in the chest and said, "Oh yeah, you mean Fitz-tragic, not Fitzmagic?" Yeah, he was
still Fitzmagic to me. He just makes magic for the other team as well. Just saying.
Yeah, no, Fitz-tragic. Like I said, I feel that I like the number though.
You
I
like
don't
11.5. It's over a field. It's over a field goal and a touchdown. So you like that. It's actually over a field goal and a 2-point conversion touchdown. So I get it.
I don't know why I like the number, but I just do. And
I think more of it is you don't necessarily trust Buffalo to necessarily win the game. I think
that's for
what
damn
it is.
sure. But how can you say that I would trust Miami to win the game?
You're not. You're asking Miami to just hold it to single digits.
You are absolutely correct, my friend.
And I get that, but I think you have to take Buffalo down, just because there's a very high likelihood that Buffalo just wins this game. I think you are right that Buffalo can keep it under double digits. So this is one of the games where both teasers hit. Now you don't bet both teasers in a game. That's a terrible idea, but. Don't get ideas. It's a absolutely terrible idea.
America, I've done that before. Not
How'd that
bad
work
at all.
out for you?
I mean, I've only done it like twice.
I'd never do. It's like betting cross sports. It's terrible.
I mean, it's not bad.
No, absolutely not. Nope. I just think Buffalo's going to win this game.
I mean, if you feel like it's a close game.
I will put out one caveat, and that this is played in Miami. It's still going to be the summer there because it's still going to be September down there. Supposedly it's going to be 90 degrees, nice and humid out there, and the chilly Buffalo Bills may not really be used to the hot and muggy weather. So that's one thing to kind of think about a little bit, but I think Buffalo's defense is good enough to hold Miami. I mean, I put Buffalo's defense kind of in the same area as New England's defense, so I think it's going to be the same rinse and repeat. I wouldn't be surprised if the scoreline is actually nearly the same as the New England-Miami game last week.
Okay. I can definitely agree with that. But for some reason...
You feel safer with the 11.5. I get it. No, I totally get it. I get it.
I feel like Miami Yeah, I mean, they're due for a big one. And I think this...
No, they're not.
Oh, dude.
You have to remember,
Dude.
okay, one of the problems Miami had is that they kind of Devontae Parker was out, had a I think hamstring issue, and I know this because I have him on my fantasy team. Luckily, I didn't start him. But if they're down Devontae Parker, or if Parker's limited and hurt, that closes things down for Fitzpatrick, because Fitzpatrick like targeted the mess out of Devontae Parker last season.
That's true.
So, looking at the totals here, are you liking that over 35 or are you liking that under 47?
Oh, if I had to pick, yeah, the over.
I would guess the over for you, because if you're thinking Miami's got like a legitimate chance to win it, then you would take the over because it'd be a scoring.
I think,
It'd be a score fest.
Yeah, especially reflecting on what happened today on Thursday with Cincy and the Browns. They kept it relatively close, and they just totally smashed the under.
Well, the problem with that argument to me is the fact that both teams don't have a really good defense in the Thursday night game. Neither team has an outstanding defense. It's different when you've got Buffalo. Buffalo's got one of probably the top 5 defenses in the league. So I don't necessarily agree with what you said there, that it's possible to get it, but Buffalo is got one of the better defenses in the league, so I don't necessarily see Miami putting up a lot of points on them. That's why I can't take Miami in this game.
Oh man, dude! If you took anything from Miami last season, they're able to kick field goals from 50 yards and still score. You remember
they
that?
may not be able to get in the field goal range. That's the problem. I'm leaning the under for the total, 47. I'd have to go back and look and see what the previous scores were, but I don't think they were very.
They
high
had
scoring.
like 15 points. I remember that kicker had like.
That was in the Jets game, though.
Okay.
That was the Miami Jets game. Yeah, Miami New York Jets game.
Yeah.
I mean, it could happen, but I lean the under in this. Buffalo's been notorious at staying in low-scoring games. And if Buffalo's defense dominates this game, which they very well could, then it's a low-scoring game. There's no way Miami's going to be able to put up enough points.
A pick six might throw a wrench in that machine.
That's
right
fine.
there.
That happens, but I mean,
A couple pick sixes.
20 to 28 is your limit. I think Buffalo keeps it low scoring. But that's why it follows the lead that I have, that Buffalo's going to kind of dominate the game on defense, be able to keep the ball enough to win the game.
I can agree with that. I can see where your mindset's at. Mm-hmm. I'm just a little more comfortable with, I don't know why, but that number is really good to me. Against Buffalo, I feel like even if they do keep it close, which I feel like Buffalo is a conservative team, and that, like maybe they'll just beat it by like a touchdown or maybe even a field goal. Mm-hmm. That's money right there for me. So
the money for me is just Buffalo to win it. This is kind of like the San Francisco game we talked about in a previous video. This isn't a gimme, but it feels very, very likely that Buffalo is just going to win this game, and it's perceived value. So I'll take the perceived value in Buffalo. So
we're about to find out.
We'll find out later. It'll be one of the ones I'm looking at for sure, because this is one that I could use in a teaser personally myself.
Oh,
I could.
All right.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of healthy other choices out there.
There are, but it depends on what we get by Sunday. We usually don't bet before Sunday unless there's something really juicy out there. But we'll usually bet this on Sunday. Even if this gets up higher, I'm probably still gonna.
Really
I would
juicy?
still lean it. Yeah. Thanks for that.
That's
3
true.
3 a.m.
Hey, the numbers change all the time, guys. We haven't even gotten to like what we actually bet on this week, so I'm just saying.
So keep looking forward to that. Andrew prefers 11.5 with Miami here, which is not a bad choice if you consider this game to be close, which we kind of both may think happens. But I feel safer with just Buffalo winning the game outright. And that's where the perceived value is.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that either. Yeah. Buffalo is a pretty good team. Well, anyone's a good team against Miami. But I just have that one feeling. Yeah. Just like that feeling where I knew that with the favorite bets of last week on week 1, it's like someone's got to mess up here.
I don't think it's going to be Buffalo.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll
see until next time, of course. For Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. Don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Give us a comment down below. Subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Tick the bell and select all the notifications. And you'll get to see when our upcoming videos are coming for the week. But until then, don't forget to get your bets in, get that money in. And, of course, don't forget to be a tease.